Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tarotmausu, which is a bit of wordplay on the Italian dessert tiramisu. As you know, today is the summer solstice, so for today's reading, let's take a look at what you may expect from now to the 22nd of September, along with a message to help guide you this summer. Okay, so you have 3 cards to pick from. Please choose the one that you feel drawn to the most. I will list the timestamps for each pile in the description below, so feel free to pause, grab a cup of tea, or anything you prefer, and when you're ready, I will see you in your reading. Hello Pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let us get started by first taking a look at your chosen card. Always feel free to read along with me, as you may see things in the cards that stand out to you personally. Alright, so what is behind this mystery treat? It is the Two of Wands. Quite the explorer, I see. Let's place this right over here. So, with the Two of Wands, I see you wanting to make progress with your plans this summer. You want to do something, to travel to your destination, or create something of your own. For some, the issue may be deciding what to do and if you should commit to the task, while for others it may be waiting for that spark of energy or a push towards that direction. Let us now pull out 3 other tarot cards to get some added sustenance to your chosen card, and then 2 oracle cards to dig into the details. Okay, so you have the Page of Wands. This is interesting here, but let's see the other cards first. The 10 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles. So, this is a very interesting and straightforward transition between cards. You start with the Two of Wands, a planner of sorts, as you are contemplating the path you will take. Then you shift into the Page of Wands, who is much like an architect, one who is in the process of building something for themselves. It's an energy of realizing your potential, and I notice that they are looking towards the 10 of Pentacles. Perhaps you already have a path and destination in mind. With the Page of Wands, I do see you being decisive and going for it. For some of you, it is a money-driven ambition. With the 10 of Pentacles, You may be wanting to save money or build a better life for yourself and your family. There may be a family event you wish to attend or a trip with close friends to look forward to. Whatever that may be for you, there is a desire to enjoy your time and money with those you care about. With the Ten of Pentacles, I also see you enjoying a bit of financial stability and well-being. For some of you, I see you returning home to stay with family or friends until you figure things out. It is possible that your family or friends also need your support right now. You may receive help in the form of an inheritance, family savings, or be given moral and financial support from those who want to help you get started with your goals. For some of you, there may be an option to take over a family business or be hired on. Someone you know could also lead you in the right direction. On this note, this may be a great time to network and build connections with other people within your profession or interests. There is a lot to learn from others, especially if you are just starting out in something. Maybe there is someone who you know that can help you with something. So if you don't mind getting out there in some way and reaching out, I do see this as an option for you. The Ten of Pentacles also gives me the feeling that you will be successful in your venture, but with the Two of Pentacles, it all depends on how well you manage your time and resources to achieve your goal in mind. You may need to reprioritize things in your life to make room for what you want to achieve. The Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles give me the feeling that it may be a challenge to decide between what you want and what you need. There could be a struggle to give up certain things that you enjoy in order to meet your needs and vice versa. You could also be having to take on a family responsibility with the Two of Pentacles, which also needs to be accounted for. So let us take a look at your oracle cards and see what they are saying about all of this. Okay, so you got cell phone, which says to polish your communication skills, and the 61st hexagram from the I Ching deck, which says insight, moderate rigid ideas. This is an interesting combination because they both encourage you to work on how you engage with others. It may be that you will be spending more time with people this summer, whether personal or work related. With cell phone, I see you getting connected with someone. You may receive a phone call or get a hold of someone you need to speak to. The 61st hexagram is also known as inner truth. The top lines represent wind and the bottom lines water. So you have the wind blowing over the water. This illustrates how this unseen force visually manifests itself in the world and how we influence everything around us. Ever come into contact with someone and feel the energy signals they were giving out? Did you have a bad or good feeling? It is very much like that. So it may help to think about how you are influencing others and how others are influencing you. Pay attention to how people make you feel. What is their expressions, words, and body language really saying to you? What is the true intent behind what is being said and done? With this hexagram, there is also a need to cultivate a better relationship with yourself. Sometimes We rely too much on others' perceptions that we forget to exercise our own sense of awareness. Allow yourself, through personal experience, to develop your own understanding, not with prejudice and bias, but for what it really is. When you know yourself better, you'll then be able to share that sincerity with others as you seek to find your place in the world and build external relationships along the way. So I really feel this is telling you to trust yourself more. You may be worried if this decision you are making with the Two of Wands is the right one. But if it is something you know you want to do, the only way for you to find out is by simply doing it. It is by experience that you will learn and know if you enjoyed it and if you do it again. Overall, I see you being decisive concerning a matter of interest and starting to pave the way in that direction. I see you getting connected to the people who can help you, and as long as you continue to manage your time and resources, you will be able to achieve what you've set out to do while also having room to enjoy yourself this summer. Remember, like the Two of Wands, you have the world in your hands, and you're charting a path towards your destination. Only you know when you are ready to step into the shoes of the Page of Wands and venture out to face the challenges that come with it. So that is all that I see here with your cards. I hope that this reading has been helpful to you in some way. If it has, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for future readings. Happy Summer Solstice, and may you have a wonderful summer, Pile 1. Until next time, bye! Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started by first taking a look at your chosen card. Always feel free to read along with me, as you may see things in the cards that stand out to you personally. Alright, so what is behind this mystery treat? It is the Knight of Swords. Are you answering the call to action, I wonder? Okay, so let's place this right over here. So, with the Knight of Swords, I see a major change happening for you this summer. However, instead of waiting for that change to happen, I see you making these changes yourself. As the Knight, you are taking the initiative on what you've set your mind out to do. Opposition and challenges may reveal themselves along the way, but do not let them deter you from achieving what you want. I would only suggest that you take the time to think about what you truly want to accomplish before jumping in full speed. It is possible that someone with these qualities will make an appearance. However, you must discern if this person is for you or against you. So, let us pull out 3 other tarot cards to get some added sustenance to your chosen card, and then 2 oracle cards to dig into the details. Okay, so you have the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So, I am getting a few things here with these cards. For some of you, I see you considering new ways to increase your wealth. At the same time, you want to make sure that your finances will remain secure. This is good as I see the need to do due diligence on your part before you commit to any financial endeavors. Doing your research and learning the trade will help get you started, but also protect you from those who seek to take advantage of you. With that in mind, be particularly wary of people and opportunities that try to play into your emotions or try to hype you into going along with an idea. Always use your intuition before you proceed. On that note, some of you may be ready to utilize the wealth that you have already accumulated. You may be going back and forth with the idea of retirement or looking to further expand your knowledge and learn something new. But I see here that you are ready to enjoy the things that you had on your mind for a while. I'm also getting that you may have something you're developing that you've been keeping to yourself, and you may be getting ready to launch and make it known. On the other hand, I wonder if some of you have been holding on to someone or something that isn't easy for you to let go or talk about. When you think about it, difficult emotions start to manifest. It is like you don't want others to see this part of you because you are afraid of what people would think or say. For some, this could be an addiction or possessive and controlling behavior that needs to be addressed. For others, this is something precious to you. It may be all you have left of someone, or it helps you to cope with the thoughts and feelings that come. There is also the feeling of not wanting to open up to others because you don't want to risk getting hurt again. Whatever this is for you, the thought of letting go or making changes is difficult because it's something that you are familiar with, something that makes you feel safe and comfortable. It gives you a sense of control, and in a way, it's all you know. With this Page of Swords, however, it looks like it's been put to your attention to think about these things that you otherwise would find difficult to address. I do see that you yourself no longer want to remain stuck in this situation and are considering something new for yourself. If so, take the time to research the things that you can do that will help you in your situation. With the Ace of Cups, consider diving into topics that you are drawn to at this time. It may be beneficial to consider working on some emotional healing and tending to any old wounds that require your attention. Allow yourself to feel what is there and give yourself that tender love and care so that you can start to open up and heal. I would recommend not to overwhelm yourself and feel like you have to make a huge change right away. Rather, I feel that this is something that you need to gradually work on. If you choose to do so, take small and achievable steps that allow you to be and feel safe going forward. Let your intuition guide you. So let us take a look at your oracle cards and see what they are saying about all of this. You got the angel card that says to tap into your higher wisdom, and the 49th hexagram of the I Ching deck that reads changing, harmonize with the past. Are you needing to come to terms with something in your past? I feel like the angel card is encouraging you to look at this situation in a higher perspective and analyze it for what it is. I'm not sure if you also noticed this, but the angel card and the Four of Pentacles both have this shining glimmer of light. In a way, I feel like you are being guided to take a look at this part of yourself that prevents you from making the changes you want. I do see this card indicating that you are being spiritually guided and that you will know what you want to do. Meanwhile, doing some inner work could be helpful to get you started. The 49th hexagram is also known as transformation. It is another indication that change is on its way and that you are undergoing a period of transforming yourself and your situation into whatever form that may be for you. Consider making the transition yourself instead of being forced into it unprepared. Change is never easy, but it is up to you to decide the best course of action. You can choose to make the effort yourself or seek support, but it's important to have the right frame of mind when pursuing what you want. Not being fully committed or doing things out of spite can backfire. Also, I continue to see this being highlighted in your cards, but with this hexagram, it is also advised to be careful of someone seeking to sabotage your efforts. Overall, I see you considering making changes in your life this summer. It will not come by waiting for things to happen, but only when you start to make an effort towards it. I do see your spiritual allies helping you on the way. Just be sure to be careful regarding people or things that may try to distract or get in the way of your progress. Keep your wits about you and do your due diligence to protect yourself. Heal and find fulfillment this summer. And remember, you are the knight paving the way towards your future. So that is all I see here with your cards. I hope that this reading has been helpful to you in some way. If it has, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for future readings. Happy Summer Solstice, and may you have a wonderful summer, Pile 2. Until next time, bye! Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started by first taking a look at your chosen card. Always feel free to read along with me, as you may see things in the cards that stand out to you personally. Alright, so what is behind this mystery treat? It is the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, a new start perhaps? So let's place this right over here. So, with the Ace of Pentacles, I see you a bit excited for what is to come, as you are being given the chance to start fresh this summer. There is this feeling of wanting to do something for yourself that you haven't been able to do till now. Part of me sees this card as a light bulb moment where you've been given an idea or a solution to a problem. For some, this is an opportunity to take on a new role or responsibility. So, let us now pull out 3 other tarot cards to get some added sustenance to your chosen card, and then 2 oracle cards to dig into the details. Whoa, hello there. You have Judgment immediately revealing itself to you off the bat. Is something being resolved this summer? Let's see what this means once we pull out more cards. Okay, you have the King of Swords and the King of Wands. This is interesting how you have 2 authority figures with Judgment in the middle here. So, with these cards, I feel that an issue or situation that was recently resolved has led you to take a moment to reflect on what happened and how it affected you and everyone involved. Perhaps it didn't go as planned and you are analyzing what went wrong while trying to figure out how to do better next time. I see this energy focusing heavily on your personal development. For some of you, there is an opportunity to reflect on your past and make changes in your life. Part of this reflection goes deep into what you were taught and learned from your authority figures growing up, but also from your own personal experiences with others. You may not have meant for certain things to happen, but now you can choose to take responsibility, learn from them, and go forward with a clearer understanding of yourself and the path you want to take from here. There is also an indication here that you may be having to step into a leadership role or reevaluate what being a leader means for you, as I see an opportunity to grow and evolve. I feel that these 2 kings are saying that you will need to utilize the qualities that they represent and balance out the 2. The King of Swords, for instance, is strategic and thorough. He uses his intellect to analyze the facts in front of him before making decisions. The King of Wands, on the other hand, is more instinct-driven. They are ambitious and able to inspire and motivate others with their energy and take a more creative approach to handling situations. So being able to combine these leadership qualities could come in handy for where you need to apply them. On the other hand, I'm also seeing a situation where you're trying to resolve an issue with someone. For some, this situation involves someone misjudging or accusing the other person of something. Depending on the severity of the issue, it feels like a third party needed to be involved in order to resolve this matter. In some cases, some of you are that mediator having to keep the peace between two parties. However, I'm also seeing that some of you have had to defend yourself against accusations aimed towards you. It feels like this person you may be dealing with feels threatened by your presence because they see your potential and that you are capable of things they are not. The two kings make me think this is a fight for dominance, as someone feels that their position is being threatened or they're trying to compete against you. This is something that needs to be handled carefully, as I feel this is a complicated matter. It's very important that you remain calm as you stand your ground with all the facts and your integrity. I'm seeing not to let this person intimidate or get to you, as I feel that this person wants you to act out under pressure and tire you out. If necessary, have an appropriate third party step in to help handle this situation. With judgment, I do see this being resolved soon. So let us take a look at your oracle cards and see what they are saying about all this. You got the Chase card that says to face and embrace the person in the mirror, and the 8th hexagram of the I Ching deck that reads Unity, cultivate personal relationships. Chase, face and embrace the person in the mirror. Have you been trying to avoid handling a problem, but it keeps coming up? Is it difficult to acknowledge something about yourself? On the other hand, I wonder if some of you have been judging yourself too harshly. I feel like this card is encouraging you not to be so hard on yourself and to look at yourself in a place of love and understanding. I'm getting that you need to take time for yourself and do something that will help you refresh, as well as help you gather your thoughts and feelings together. I'm seeing that it's important that you encourage and empower yourself because it's time to face what you've been avoiding. Something is being directed towards you or being put before you to see in hopes that you will do something about it. I feel like it's saying if you continue to ignore it, it will only come back again in some way until you face this issue. The 8th hexagram in the I Ching deck, known as Union, has to do with the reason behind our commitment to our relationships with others. There is a message here that if you nurture your relationships, they will become stronger, but if left neglected, they will be broken. Perhaps there is a relationship right now that needs your attention. Also, consider the people who you are thinking of joining hands with. Before you commit to anything, make sure your goals are in line with one another and if you can really trust them. I'm also seeing with this hexagram that you may be considering a leadership role or needing to bring people together for a shared cause and vision. If a leadership position is offered to you, consider if you are up to the task and the responsibility that comes with it. If you do not feel you can, it is okay to let the opportunity be given to someone who is. You may be able to learn from under someone else's leadership, until an opportunity comes when you are ready. Overall, I'm seeing issues being resolved and are coming to a close in this time of your life. You are now starting to develop and grow as an individual as you undergo a period of self-reflection and self-empowerment as you get ready for your next chapter. For some of you, this growth will be in a leadership position, while for some, it is with your relationship with yourself or others. You've been given the Ace of Pentacles to do with as you will. Take this opportunity to start something new for yourself and consider the wisdom given by the King of Swords and the King of Wands as you proceed forward. So that is all that I am seeing here with your cards. I hope that this reading has been helpful to you in some way. If it has, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for future readings. Happy Summer Solstice, and may you have a wonderful summer, Pile 3. Until next time, bye!